Well, it's evening. Almost up. We fluffing pillows and stuff like that. Let's go. I got my Swiffer, my favorite product. We're gonna clean. Everyone. And I just clean with this. It's Clorox. It has Clorox in it. And this all I use $1 and I think $1.74. Well, that's not all I use, but it's $1.74. I like to let y'all feel even on the stand. We're gonna do some cleaning. Wait a minute, this ain't standing up. I've already had soaked my little stool here. And I'm gonna take that duster and dust these curtains in here. This is the bathroom. But we gotta get some cleaning done, y'all. I had already put down some Lysol bowl cleaner. It got Clorox in it too. And my sister, I'm always asking me, how do you not get that Clorox everywhere? Because I don't. And y'all make sure y'all go under the rims of them commodes. Because you be surprised. And like I said, I don't have no gloves today, so I got to do it by hand, but we got the bathroom. And I'm going to show y'all why I said, make sure you go up in them rims on your commode. There be a lot of brown stuff around up in there. Let me go put this back and we'll clean out the sink and wipe down things. Dust in here. I got my praise and worship background music playing while I clean, as y'all can see. I don't know if y'all can see that brown stuff that comes off of that rim. So make sure you use a bowl cleaner to get off around in your rims. But I gotta get all that dust off my curtains. My family be teasing me about my curtains, and then we're gonna have to dust our little giraffes, our pictures up there, that little vent up there. We gotta sweep it out. This is a little spring cleaner. As y'all can see, I love blue. That's my bathroom, and I love it. So let me see where I can sit y'all at. I got on PJs, so I can got my PJs on. This is a comfortable day for me. It's supposed to storm here too. Yesterday, y'all, I was about to get in the shower and something went pop. It went like a big firecracker or a gun or something. But the lights went out over here, and when the lights go out, y'all, it looked like you don't see no light, no kind of light. It's like pitch black. I'm spraying the sink now. It was pitch black. So I had to use candles in my cell phone to take a shower because they said the lights weren't going to come back on to 10. And I was going to go over to my mom. Can y'all see me? cleaning the sink out now. I was gonna go over to my mom's house, and all I use is a paper towel. Cause like I say, my house gonna be that. It's not dirty, but it does need to be clean. So I just use I use that Clorox spray. I don't fade my furniture or nothing. I think because I'm used to it. And I wash down the walls, the lights, get them clean, sanitize them. And I probably do this. I do a full cleaning like once a week. Like where I just clean, mop all at once. But sometimes this is what I call my spot cleaning. And because I am a little OCD, my family said a lot, I have to keep Clorox on deck and stuff like that. I'm not supposed to be using it due to me breathing in this stuff, but I can't help it. But I'll turn the air up kind of high. I might need to change this one. It got a little in there. This the little plug in. And I have to put it up there because it don't sit nowhere else, y'all. But that thing, let me see, I'm sorry. I got the camera facing that way, y'all. Let me see. Now, why would somebody ask me what I'm doing and I'm talking about cleaning? But anyway, I'm cleaning. Thank you. Is it Eva? But yeah, that thing popped like a gun. And next thing you know, we sitting up here in the dark. But I did light my candles. I'm glad though my phone was charged up, you know. That's where we gotta keep our phone charged up for stuff like that. But y'all, and then let me see, they came back on around, let me see what time. I think they came on. Y'all look in the bedroom for now. Hold on. They came back on probably around 9, something like that. And my neighbor gonna have the audacity to try and stand out there and talk. And I'm looking at her like, I'm just trying to get this trash out and get out this hot air. When I say this apartment got hot so fast, that's the reason I'm finna get ready and go to my mom. Time I picked up my purse, headed out the door, voila, the lights are back on. But I'm finishing up my bath. Then we're gonna wipe down the commode with the same Clorox. A lot of people tell me my house wouldn't be this clean if I had children, but I beg to differ. It would be. Okay, y'all. I'm noticing that. Hold on. You better come from up there. Let me let that dry. Okay, y'all. We got the bathroom. Now we got a mop. First, we got to get this dust. Hold on, y'all. Get this dust up out of here. And you see how my breathing changed using that Clorox? I just about to go with some baths. You gotta use Clorox. I imagine you could use something else, but I like Clorox. Okay, y'all, now we gotta take our little duster. These things are so good, y'all. I'll be right back, y'all. Let me go put this Clorox up before I get on my rug. Whew. Okay, y'all, here I got. What I'm gonna do with this is take it on these curtains. This all you do when you got curtains or pictures. Y'all can't see it. You got curtains or pictures. Just get you a little Swiffer. You're gonna see some dust fall. But don't forget we got a vacuum. And this all I do to keep these curtains clean. Y'all can't see nothing I'm doing. This all I do to keep my little curtains up here clean and get rid of the dust. Woo! And then y'all, I'm so short. I ain't tall. Well, for nothing. I'm real short. I don't know where I get my shortness from. My dad was kind of taller. My mama so tall. R.I.P. Dad. Okay, we gotta get it pushed back. Okay, y'all. And like I said, a lot of my decorations, they came. I've had these since I stayed here, y'all. And all I'm doing is taking the Swiffer. And you can see the dust, it comes off. So all you need to clean your curtains instead of taking them down is a duster. This is the best product they could ever create. And you see that dust on there? Now my artificial flowers later, I'll take them and, wash them off. I wash my flowers, the artificial flowers, I wash them once a month. Whew. I'm so short. I'm talking about it get all kinds of dust up, y'all. And this how I clean it. Let me sit y'all right here. And that's all I be doing. It's stuff like this and getting up some of this dust. Next, I'm going to get my nephew to clean my ceilings. Because I think that's where a lot of that dust is coming from. Don't mind my grunts, y'all. That was funny that I said that one. Okay, we got the bathroom done. And that's the finished look. I got a mop, but we got her clean. Before they did this, what you call this stuff here? I don't know what it's called. Whatever this called. It used to be gray in here, but they came and redid them. Like I say, our apartments, that's Ava, y'all, and that's my other girls. Abby and them, this is the only place I got pictures because I don't like pictures all over the house. Let's dust Brent off. These my nieces and nephews. And I showed y'all my little baby picture. If you didn't see it, that's me. I was, I think, 9 years old. Got Addie up there. That's my nephew, ex-wife, niece. I mean, was his. I don't believe in calling somebody no stepdaughter, but that was his stepdaughter. Okay, y'all. Y'all see all that dust on there? You see it? Dust is dirt. And it's coming from these ceilings. So I gotta get my nephew, who real tall, to clean these ceilings. Knock that dust off her. But I'll cover up the beds and things because I don't want all that dust on my bed. But that's all it is. If you don't feel like doing the full cleaning, again, this is my favorite area. Get you a Swiffer. It's going to get the dust up. And it ain't going to fly all over the place. Y'all can sit y'all up there on the bed. It ain't going to be flying from north, south, east, and west. It's going to stick to the Swiffer. Oh. And it gets dusty. In here, you I need to take a break. Oh my God. I had already dusted that. So we good over here. Let's see, y'all. I love those pictures. They were $9.99, believe it or not. I'm taking y'all with me as I clean. Now this over here was real dusty. Y'all see all that? You can see the dust. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry if y'all leaning on the everlasting arms of me. But I gotta get this dust up. I hate dust. Okay. Oh, Lord. Dust off my doors. Get out some of this dust. Maybe I breathe better to... I need to go get me another one of these. Y'all, it done got hot in here. Hold on, I gotta turn my... No, really, I turned the air up earlier. Thanks for whoever said. That's nice. Okay, let me sit y'all down. I need to move this pillow. We're gonna take a break. Intermission. Is that what they're called? Swiffer dusty kit. That's what I'm using. And it smells like game. Okay, let's get some water. Remember to hydrate. That water got faster, cold. Well, whatever I'm supposed to be saying. It froze faster, send it in there. Door. I'm moving these pillows, y'all. Whew. Thank you, Lord. But I'm gonna sit there right now. I'm not gonna put the camera on me today. I ain't got. Did I ain't combed my hair yet. But I love a clean space. Let me turn my little worship down. But it's nothing like cleaning. You can turn on whatever kind of music you like. And you'll go to cleaning like you done took an energy pill. Who was that asking me, is that a washroom? That was my bathroom, y'all. Cleaning. I'm doing a little dusting. It gets so dusty. And this ceiling, I think the dust is catching on to those little grooves. But what I do is I get a broom, and my nephew, he come over here, he just sweep from corner to corner, and I cover up my stuff. Then I vacuum all that up, and then I take a mop around my vents to move in. If it's any like mildew or something up there, I take the mop. Well, he take it, and he get the mop and clean my vents. And then if I knock some paint off, I'm gonna have to paint around them. You know, if even if it's your own place, but because I stay in an apartment, I try to keep these people apartment clean my stove, my refrigerator, you know, make sure it's up. These apartments are real old, so over the stove, it's not that clean, but I do clean it. I was thinking about getting him to paint run it, but I got to get them permission first. But I love my little home. I don't call it, and then I don't know if these are apartments because they made like these housing are, I think they call them, no, it ain't no duplex, single dwelling. They call them something. I don't know what they call them, y'all. But like I say, our housing authority is so nice. It don't look like no housing authority. They keep the grass clean. Um, they keep the, like if you have any issues with maintenance, we have a good maintenance crew. Um, it's just real nice over here. It's three of them here, and all of them look the same. The grounds, it don't look like regular what you call them, like most people housing authorities. Let me say it like that. And people judge people that sometimes stay in the housing authority, but some of these people, including myself, some of these people over here pay a good bit to stay here because they some nice places. Like my stove, that's a new stove. I got a new refrigerator. And they always tell me they can give me something because they know I'm going to keep it clean. But yeah, you respect, I don't care if it's the housing authority or a penthouse. Take care of where you live at. Don't go in there demolishing them people's stuff, tearing it up. Just keep it clean. I do want my own place. But y'all, the way the economy going now, everybody gonna be looking for a housing authority or an apartment to live in, man, because it's ridiculous out here. But I'm thankful for my little home. I don't stay at the house. I got a house, and it's real nice. Um, I have lived in an apartment. Me and my sister used to stay together, and again, it was nice. But I think my place looked pretty good myself. And each one of my rooms has a theme. I was thinking about putting um, my leopard in my bedroom and bringing my blue out here to the living room. But this would be a lot to do. So I think I'm going to let it stay how it is. And I'm thinking about changing. And the only thing you got to do in your place when you're tired of something, see those pillows over there? Those pillows. All you got to do is change your pillows, change your rug, and voila, I can put pink in here, and and still keep my little safari thing. You just got to know how to color coordinate your theme. Now everything in here is safari, but my rug look like that, and the sofa is gray. I done had 3 different sofas: brown, a leather one. I gave the leather one to my mother. I don't know what I did with the brown one. I think I gave it to somebody too. But I'm gonna keep my giraffes. If y'all remember, I got that for my birthday. So my TV will be 1 year old in August. I bought that for my birthday, the TV. So I don't know what I'm gonna buy myself this year for my birthday. But and again, nothing in here. Let me see, the most expensive thing in here is gonna be let me see, the sofa. The sofa set, I paid pretty good for my sofa set, my bedroom, and the last thing I got was my washer and dryer, because I love Samsung products. I think Samsung need to sign me because I talk about them on Facebook. I talk about them everywhere. So I'm finna ask Samsung to call me, because I do a lot of stuff. But I love products that I can hook to my phone. So if I'm away from home, I can turn the washing machine off, or I can check to see if my dryer, it'll let me know if it's like fire hazard. And everybody, you need a smart home. I don't care where you live. Invest in smart appliances that you can shut off on your phone, like my cameras, all of them hooked to my phone. My lights, I can tell Alexa to turn them on and off. My lights come on automatically at a certain time. So we need those things to stay protected. Again, I'm all about safety and taking care of me. So I do have all my stuff in here is hooked up to my devices. I have a Google and I also have Alexa. And those products are good to have. and you can connect your TV to your devices. You know, what if you go out of town then forgot something? You can turn it off on your mobile device. Like when my lights come on, if I'm not at home, I can turn them off on my devices. All my cameras, I can watch my home from anywhere. Um, I can do commands to my cameras, like go left, go right, record such and such time. So we need those things in our home. But like I say, I don't have a house. I have a home, and I'm so happy. And then when I do move to another home, I'm going to be even more happy because I can paint. I can decorate that the way I want to. I did put these little stickers on the wall. I know I'm going to have to probably paint before I leave. Uh, I put those little stickers on the wall. I need some more, but I was going to change around today. I want to put my TV over here, over there. I don't know why, but the living room is so small. And my other issue is that big old fireplace. That thing, that's so dang on heavy. Everything in here, I get it either for Christmas, my birthday. So I done already told my family what I want for my birthday. And I hope they get it because I do so much for them. This is, this in case they listening. I hope they get that what I told them I wanted. I do so much for my family. I'm talking about I do a lot. I don't ask for much, but I did ask for this one thing. I know I asked for that tea kettle I got in there from Pioneer Woman. They didn't get it. I had to wind up buying it myself. And it was something else I wanted. They didn't get it. I wind up, the turquoise microwave. They probably couldn't find it, but I did find the turquoise microwave at Walmart. So uh, if they don't get that for my birthday, y'all, I'm going to have to write them off. Water is so good when it's cold. I don't think I got that much battery life either. Let me see what it's on. Yeah, I got to charge my phone up too, y'all. But I'm having a good day. I got to get up and get finished. We done got our bathroom. We just got to mop in there. We're going to go in there and mop. I use Pine Sol. And I don't use Fabulosa. I use Pine Sol on my floors. I need to, and I'm going to tell y'all, when I used to clean before 2021, before I got sick, I used to just dust everything in here. I'm talking about the glass, the vases, all this stuff. I would wash it down, but I can't do it now, though. I can't use all that stuff I used to use. I used to have on a mask, too, especially dealing with that Clorox. But I didn't have one, so I'm going to take my breathing treatment. I got it over here. I'm so glad I finally got my breathing treatment. Albuterol, that's what it's called. It helps with my breathing. But there go the thunder, y'all. It's in the storm. And I'm finna sit up here and find me some movies. Probably grab me some popcorn. And just relax. It's almost 4 o'clock. Time went by fast today. But I'm going to get through cleaning because I ain't got that much battery left on my phone. And I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner. Let me tell y'all what happened to them potatoes. I think I put a picture up here of my peanuts and sausage. But y'all, I got on that phone talking to my nephew, forgot the potato was still cooking, and they just cooked. So I had to turn them into like some mashed potatoes. But I did eat them with my peanuts. But it was good. I still got some in there. I thought my sister was going to come get some for my mama, but she didn't. But we're going to get through cleaning, dusting. And let me show y'all this. This how dust look. See all that dust? And people say, oh, you don't got to clean. Your house not dirty. This is dust. This off of them curtains. That bathroom thing in there I washed. I had already did these. Like my tables in here, I had did them before I went live. And I was like, let me go live since I'm cleaning. But that's what these, and this what the Swiffer, what do you call it? Duster. If y'all don't like dusting, just get you one of these. They get them long where you can go in your ceiling and thing. But look at that dust. Don't tell me that you don't need to clean every other day. You just clean it up for nothing. No, my house is dusty, baby. But I guess we're gonna. I'm reading something. Yeah, they said the thunderstorm expected to end in the next few hours. I need to pay my YouTube thing too. They said your $9.98 payment at Google was declined because my card is locked. Let me unlock it. That's a bad thing. You keep your card unlocked and you go somewhere and the data mess up. Man, you have to go all out the store just to unlock your card. But I keep mine locked. My nephew had called me. Let's see what else going on. And I'm so tired of these people and that young man that was unalive and the one that went to prison. It's causing so much division, and I don't like that. I really don't. I think because of my heart and my um, compassion for people, it bothers me when things like that go on. It really does. And then you have people that take situations like that and try to manipulate the situation. Like that one guy made like he was going to do all that in the third. And all of it be for content. And that's not good to try to market off of the pain of both sides of it, both families. It's just sad. I don't like division and all that hate and evilness because I know the root of it. I don't know why people just can't. I'm wondering, is it possible that the dream that Martin Luther King had, could it be possible? It's sad to not like someone because of the color of their skin. It's really sad. It's really sad. But nothing I can do about it but pray about it, Both sides of, both families are hurting. And it's just sad. I just hope there's a way to find peace. May not never find it, y'all. But only the ones that do genuinely have good hearts know to pray about situations like that. And people should not try to use that situation when it's already bad. It already done went left, causing more division, more strife, more pain. So, we just got to learn to love, forgive, I'm telling you, it's a lot of unhealed people in America. Hurt people hurt people. It was a meme that went around saying, you bleeding on people who never cut you, something like that. Or, then I look at that thing with Jacquees and DeAndre. How this man openly admitted to just using this girl to get a child. And people wonder why women act a certain way. What real man gonna come out and admit to doing something like that? And then you have a lot of people, once again, clowning her, when we all know most women, 99.9, have been in situations like that, where they fell in love with someone thinking it was going to be gravy headed to the altar, and the only thing he wanted, and you have to have discernment nowadays, y'all, young ladies, if there's any young ladies listening, and young men now, use discernment now when you talking to people. He wanted the baby, if you followed them, he wanted Snow to have his last name. So he fake proposed to her, bought her this big old ring, knowing all along he had no intentions of marrying this girl. And people clown this girl forever, even now, all because she had a child basing on what he was telling her. He was feeding her this dream, and then get on an interview with another woman and admit to what he was doing. He was in love with something. I don't think he was in love with that lady, just something he said. But that's crazy. And it's the women that go after this girl. All of us have played the fool sometime. More than one to some of us. And they be clowning her real bad, knowing that they done did the same thing. And probably in a relationship with a guy doing them just how Jacquees, or whatever his name is, the singer, the R&B singer, Jacquees, how he did her. And I know Prime be giving out them scriptures, but then he got to realize he going with a lady, his daughter, age, Karuchi, she's about DeAndre age. And once again, that comes from you trying to tell your children something, but your children see you firsthand in what you're doing. Now, I love Dion, but sometimes Dion be wrong. And this is one time. You can't preach to your daughter, and your daughter see you with a lady her age. We got to have balance. So, again, maybe it's the way I was raised as to why I had the mindset I have at 56. I got an old mind. I don't have one of them minds where you can do what you want to do type minds. I'm one of them minds that, look, we're not doing that. It's going to be ABC way over here. They be call it like an old vibe. I got one of them old souls. Now I don't listen to that blues stuff, but I do got an old soul, and I've been like that forever. Even when I was in my 20s, it was just certain things. It's a gift, and I thank God for the gift of discernment, and it's real powerful. That's the reason I don't be around a lot of people. I pick up on people's vibes and they feelings, and you could be looking at me smiling, but I see the real you. And it just keeps me away and out of a lot of trouble. I don't get fooled by a lot of people. You may do it for a little while, but once that light bulb go off in my head like bing, it's a wrap. Then people want to call you, think you all that, and you think you know everything. You act like you the only one know Jesus. No, darling. It's what that one that you talking about let me know about you. That's when you have to pray for people and know that some people just full of darkness, and they they ain't got no light about them, y'all. If you full of light, guess what? You're gonna be so loving. You're gonna be so kind. You're gonna you're gonna be just like me. You're gonna want things to be the kind of heart I got, y'all. My family tells me I would let if I was I do want to be an attorney, but I would be scared because I got such a compassionate heart. I really do, y'all. My heart is the youth and children. But what was I watching? I was on Facebook and I saw a reel, and there was this girl. She was sitting in a wheelchair, and these kids just went to slapping this girl. Guess what? Adults just standing around letting this child get slapped. How about I'm on sitting here crying? Stuff like that just moved me. I can see somebody going to jail. I'm gonna cry. That's a that's the heart God gave me for people. I remember when we used to do evangelistic work in Montgomery, and I would meet my prayer partner up there. We live in two different places. I would go to Montgomery with her. I don't know if that place is still there. It was called Gibbs Village. I see a no, that's the wind. I thought it was a hummingbird. We would go to this place up there called Gibbs Village. And back then it wasn't, you couldn't go over in there really. But we would go over in there, and y'all, when I say it would be some hurting people. And like the job that I had was up there. And you just meet people that are so broken. Men with no identity, and so they choose the streets. They choose crime. And I'm telling y'all, those same hard guys with the sagging pants and that I don't want to call them what people call them, that same heart look and life they live, when they get before them judges, attorneys, the defense attorneys on one side, the prosecutors on the other side, the judge sitting up there, the paralegal, and all this, y'all, they turned into a whole different ball game. And I'm telling y'all, it's because that veil, that mind blinding spirit, removes itself from them, and they see reality. So the people that we see walking around hard, tough, they crumble in a courtroom. Some of them try to keep that facade, but for the most of them, they broken people, y'all. They broken. These people really don't want to be that way. They broken. And nobody never took time to tell those young boys and young girls or adults, I love you. They never got hugged, you know. And that's when I'm an advocate. Spend time with your family, especially your children, especially now. They need y'all. And all they doing is crying out really for help. And so when the parents and the family don't step in, guess who steps in? The streets. The streets start showing these kids love. They start showing them the attention that they're not getting at home. And by the time the parents wake up, guess what? They right there where my career, standing in the courtroom, needed, and most of them get public defenders because the family can't afford it. And then you see people, when something happened, they got to sell T-shirts and things because they don't have life insurance. That's another whole live stream. But y'all, we got to get our P's and Q's together. We got to cross our T's, dot our I's, and check up on our family. I'm going to end with that because my battery is at 27%. And I'm not being judgmental to people. All I'm doing on my live stream is trying to help families get back to being families. Help parents get back to being parents. As the scriptures say, Lord, turn the father's heart back to the children and the children's heart back to the father. Stop trying to be your children's best friends and cool, getting them everything. Go back to the old days. If you got to go back to Walmart buying clothes and shoes, do it. We got to, it got to stop. I don't see little girl playing with baby dolls that much now. We got to get back to that, buying dolls. And we had these little not cell phone. You could turn them and dial and call. We used to play out there in the dirt. We don't see that no more. We got to put basketball goals. I don't think they had basketball goals back then. They would take a piece of plywood, cut it up in a square, and put a ring or something around it and just make it. We used to make dolls out of Coca-Cola bottles and take the stuff from the core and put it off in the Coca-Cola bottle and make a doll. Go back to those times. Red Rover, what was that game called? Red Rover. I can't remember. And then there was one called, the one where you used to run and then you stop? I forgot the hula hoops and marbles. Let me see what else we used to play. Skate, roller skate, skateboard. We had all that. That's when I found out Santa Claus wasn't real, because our skateboard was out there on the porch because we didn't have a chimney. But keep ball, dodgeball, like I said, get out there with your family. They do stuff like that. Let me see what else we used to play. Ride the bicycles. I'm trying to think of the name of that game. Red Rover said, how would it go? I'm going to have to look that up when I get off of here. And that other one was red light, green light, stop. Yeah. And it would be one person in the front and a lot of the kids in the back, and they had to run. And they'll say, red light, green light, stop. Simon said. I see a lot of the rock, paper, scissors. They doing it with food. Just get back to the old days. I have hope. All I can do is hope. If I can just, something I say on here, just help one person, I'm going to be satisfied. I don't know who be listening to these live stream, but I'm going to get through cleaning, y'all. I done spent way too much time on here. We got the bathroom did. And all I got to do now is mop. I'm going to clean out my kitchen sink. I clean it out with that Clorox spray. And I cleaned my stove the other day. I cleaned it out. I wiped my refrigerator out the other day with Clorox. And I need to sweep off my porch, but I ain't going to do it because it's in the storm. But I hope you all have a good evening. I love my trendsetters. I love the people who come and support and watch. If you don't come in but for a second, I thank you for that. I'm just appreciative of anything, of any view. So I hope everybody have a blessed, safe day.